हेलो जी। तो आज हम लोग कर रहे हैं क्लास 6 का बिल्डिंग एंड पेंटिंग एंड बुक्स। तो स्टार्ट करते हैं अपनी रीडिंग। The iron pillar at the Mohoruli, Delhi is the remarkable example of the skill of Indian craftsmen, craft persons. It is made of iron, 7.2 meters high and weight over 3 tons. It was made about 1500 years ago. We know that the date because there is an inscription on the pillar mentioned a ruler named Chandra, who probably belonged to the Gupta dynasty. Chapter 9. What is amazing is the fact that the pillar had no rusted through the centuries, building in bricks and stones. The skill of our craft person are also apparent in building that have survived, such as stupas. The word stupas means a mound, which there are several kind of stupas, round and tall, and small, big and small. Big and small, these have certain common features. Generally, there is a small box placed at the center of a heart of stupa. There is may contain bodily remains such as teeth, bones, or ashes, or the Buddha or his followers, or things they had, as they are precious stones and coins. This box, known as a relic cascades, was covered with earth. Later, a layer of mud, bricks or baked brick was added on top, and then the dome-like structure was something covered with the carved stone slab, often a path known as the Pradhashikna Patha was laid around the stupa. This was surrounded by with railing. Entrance to the path was through a gateway. Devotees walk around the stupas in the clockwise direction as a mark of deviation. Both railing and gateway were often decorated and with sculptures. Find Amravati on map 7, page number 87. This was a place where a magnificent stupa once existed. Many of the stone carved for decoration. The stupa was made about 2000 years ago. Other building was hollowed out of rock to make artificial caves. Some of these were elaborately decorated with sculpture and painted wall. Some of the earliest Hindu temples were also built at this time. Deities such as Vishnu, Shiva, and Durga were worshipped in these shrines. The most important part of the temple was the room known as Garbhagriha, where the image of the chief deity was placed. It was here that priests performed the rituals, and devotees offered worship to the deity. Often at a Bratra Gaon, a tower known as a Sikhara was built on the top of Garbhagriha to mark this out. A scared place. Building shikharas required careful planning. Most temples also had a space known as mandapa. It was a hall where people could assemble. Find Mahabalipuram and Aihole on the map 7, page number 87. Some of the finest stone temple were built in these towns. Some of these are shown here. How were stupas and temple built? There were several stages in the building a stupa or a temple. Usually, king or queen decided to build these, as it was an expensive affair. So first, good quality of stone had to be found, quarried, and transported to the place that was often carefully chosen for a new building. Here, these rough block of stone had to be saved and carved into pillar and panel for the wall, floor, and ceiling, and then these had to be placed in a precisely the right position. King and queen probably spent money from their treasury to pay the craft person who worked to build their splendid structure. Besides, when the devotees came to visit the temple of the stupa, they often bought gifts which are used to decorate the building. For example, an association of ivory worker paid for one of the beautiful gateway at Sanchi. Among the other who paid for decoration were merchant farmers, garlands makers, perfumers, smiths, and hundreds of men and women who are known as only by their names, which they were inscribed on the pillar railing and the wall. So when you get a chance to visit any of these buildings, remember how several hundred of people probably worked to construct and decorate them. Painting. Find Ajanta on map, page number 7. This is a place where several caves were hollowed out on the hill over centuries. Most of these were the monasteries for the Buddhist monk, and some of them were decorated with painting. Here are some examples. As the caves are dark inside, most of these paintings were done in the light of torches. The color which are vivid even after 1500 years were made of plant and minerals. The artist who created these splendid work of art remain unknown. The world of books. Some of the best non-epic were written during this period. Epics are the grand long composition about heroic men and women and including stories about God. Famous Tamil epic, the Silappatikaramam, was the composed by poet named Iglano around 180 years ago. It is a story of merchant named Kovalana, who lived in Pohar and fell in love with a courtesan named Madhavi, neglecting his wife Kanangi. Later, he and Kanangi left Pohar and went to Madurai, where he was wrongly accused of theft by the court jeweler of the Pandya king. The king sentenced Kolavan to death. Kalangi, who still loved him, he was full of grief and anger at the injustice and destroyed the entire city of Madurai. A description from Silappatikaram. Here is how the poet described Kangi's grief. "Oh, witnessed in of my grief, you cannot console me. Is it the right that your body, fairer than the pure gold, lies unwashed here is a dust? Is it a dust? It is it a dust? Sorry, just that in the red glow of the twilight, your handsome chest, framed with a flower wreath, lies thrown down on the bare earth, while I remain alone, helpless, and abandoned to despair. Is there no God? Is there no God in the country? Can there be a God in the land where the sword of the king is used for the murder of innocent strangers? Is there no God? Is there no God? Another Tamil epic is the Mani Maikali, was composed by Satnangar around 1400 years ago. This describes the story of daughter of Kolavan and Madhavi. This beautiful composition was lost to scholars for many centuries, till their manuscript were discovered about 100 years ago. Other written such as Kalidasa, about whom you read in chapter 9, wrote in Sanskrit. Recording and preservation old stories. A number of Hindu religion stories that were in circulation earlier were written down around the same time. These include the Puranas, and the Puranas literate means old. The Puranas contain stories about the god goddess such as Vishnu, Shiva, Durga. They also contain detail of how they were to be worshipped. Beside their are account about the creation of the world and about the king. The Puranas were written in a simple Sanskrit verse and were meant to be heard by everybody. They were probably recited in the temples by priests, and people came to listen to them. Two Sanskrit epic, Mahabharata and Ramayana, had been popular for a very long time. Since some of you may be familiar with these stories of Mahabharata is about the war fought between Kauravas and Pandava who were the cousins. This war was a war to gain control of the throne of the Kurus and their capital Hastinapur. The story itself was an old one, but was written down in the form in which we know it today about 1500 years ago. Both the Puranas and the Mahabharata are supposed to have been compiled by the Vyasa, the Bhagavad Gita, about which you learned in chapter 8, was included in the Mahabharata. The Ramayana is about the Rama, a great Kaushala, who was sent into exile. His wife Sita was abducted by the king of Lanka named Ravana, and Rama had fought to a battle to get her back. He won and returned to Ayodhya, the capital of Kaushala. After his victory, like the Mahabharata, this was an old story that was written down. Valmiki is recognized as the author of the Sanskrit Ramayana. There are several versions of many of which are performed. The Mahabharata and Ramayana popular among people in the different part of the subcontinent. Find out the version in your state. Stories told by the ordinary people. Ordinary people also told stories, composed poem, and some songs, sang, dance, and performance plays. Some of these are preserved in the collection of stories as Jatakas and the Panchatantra, uh, which were written down around this time. Stories from the Jatakas were shown on the railing of stupas and in painting in places such as Ajanta. Here is one such story. The story of the Monkey King. Once upon a time, there was a great Monkey King who lived on the bank of the Ganga in the Himalayas with 80,000 followers. They fed on the fruit of the special mango tree, which were very sweet. Such exotic mangoes did not grow on the plains. One day, a ripe mango fell into the river and floated all the way down to Varanasi. There were a king of the city who was bathing in the river, found it, and was amazed. When he tasted it, he asked the foresters of his kingdom whether they could find the tree of him, and they led him all the way of the Himalayas. There, the king and the courtiers had their fill of the mangoes. At night, the king discovered that the monkey was also feasting on the fruit and decided to kill them. However, the king of the monkey walked out of the plant to save followers. He broke up branches of the mango tree and tied them to form a bridge across the river and hold on to one end until his followers crossed. The executed with the effort, he fell down and lay dying. The human king saw what had happened and tried unsuccessfully to revive the monkey. When he died, the king mourned his death and paid him full respect. The story is shown on a piece sculpture found from the stupa at Bharot in the central India. Can you identify the which part of the story are shown in the sculpture? Writing book on the science. This was also time when Aryabhatta, a mathematician and astronomer, write a book in Sanskrit known as Aryabhartyam. He stated that the day and night were caused by the rotation of the earth on its axis, even though it seems as if the sun is rising and setting up every day. It developed a scientific explanation for the eclipse as well. He also found a way of the calculating circumference of the circle, which is nearly accurate as the formula we use today. Baramiri, Brahmagupta, and Bhaskaracharya were the some other mathematicians and astronomers who were several discoveries. Try to find out more about them. Zeros and Aryabhatta. And our chapter is completed now.